like everybody else, I feel like doing a pumpkin spice look. There's not enough of those. I mean, not on my eye. I was watching Brianna Fox, like a lot of her videos already a while back, but I never like remember it when I'm doing my own makeup. Over the time I see her and Jaclyn Hill as well. She also has those really like diffused and smoked out and soft kind of looks. And I never get to that because I don't use a lot of colors close to each other like they do. And smoke it out with all those colors under the eyes as well. Like it changes the whole thing. Also using a little bit of a bigger brush. Like when you blend those colors here, it also changes the whole thing. Not to use like the small brushes I usually use for outer corner is this kind of small brush. You know, and then it gets really precise. And if I get too high up with a dark color, it's really hard to blend it after. So I think I learned something really important watching her videos, and she's very like informative. She gives a lot out of what she knows, not just putting it on and she can't explain it. No, she explains it really well too. So yeah, I really recommend her videos, not just for hooded eyes or, you know, mature eyes, just for everybody. I think so. The colors she used, I don't have them exactly either, but you know, I'm using similar colors, so I thought why not mention her. But you know, so I'm really trying to see that I'm in focus here, that I'm inside the, you know, picture in the first place, that I tend to lean over too much and then half of my head is out and half of my head is too close. It's kind of a little bit of a struggle, this whole thing, but a fun struggle, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you enjoy doing something, then it's not so bad that it's a bit hard. Just I want it to be as good as I can do it, you know, with the best result as I possibly can make, of course. So this is the primer, light primer, they call it. It's not that light, but you know, it's a skin tone, fair, pretty fair skin tone. Lip primer like that from Smashbox, they call it light. So it's this one. And I really like it. It's really nice and easy to put on, even with those nails. Now, I decided to make like nails that pointy and kind of long, and in a way I like it, in a way I don't. That's always a thing nowadays when I do like extensions. In a way I like it the way the color stays on and everything. And for that to happen I have to have extension. Of course I don't have to have it that long. But I can't just put it on my natural nail because that doesn't work on me. Like a gel, just, you know, a coating of gel nails. That doesn't work on my nails. Anyway, so that's just a side note. So don't pay too much attention even if they're kind of out there. Today I will use, again, quite a lot of colors from this Il Makiage eye palettes that I have. Probably some of these here. They look kind of pumpkin spicy to me. And yeah, but I will start with, I think, probably this one I will put up here. And then continue with the more of a light brown or something like that. So I will take this light matte color for the brow bone. And I will try not to be too close. I tend to have to be really close to see what I'm doing, but I will give it a go and not get so close, at least not yet. Yeah, it tends to be a bit fussy if I'm not close enough. So that's that. And you know what? Why not continue with this kind of a light brown from here as well, because it's, you know, close to me. And the same brush, and just continue with that one here. Now I saw somebody yesterday on YouTube do this pumpkin spice kind of smoky eye look, and it was so pretty. Of course, I can't do the same thing. She's much younger than me. So it's not the same eye anymore, or eye shape. I probably had something like that over eye when I was younger, but that's a long time ago. But I will do something similar, something with the same kind of colors. So I'll continue with this one here now. It's a little bit more of a orangey color. And I will take a little bit of a smaller brush now then. One of those. So this was the pumpkin spice look, and it's very pretty. Of course, I'm not going to get it the same exactly because of eye and because of the way we do things. Yes, well. She is a really, really good blender, that's for sure. Anyway, I'm continuing a bit with this kind of a color here. And these, I don't have the names or anything, but I don't think it's very popular in maquillage on YouTube anyways. But it's just, you know, the colors. The colors I use. So I'm gonna also do now this way, with the way she was blending it, to put the arm across like that. And not blend like this, to blend like that. A little bit all over. And a little bit inside, and more here in the other corner. Like that. But still I need it pretty high up also, so, you know. Anyway, now I think it just looks like one big, same kind of color, but let's see. I think hers looked pretty much like that in the beginning too, so. She's just using really close to each other colors. And going a bit darker and darker in the outer corner mostly, all the time. And here, like this part of the eye. So that's what I'm going to do too. Okay, so I think now it's time for this one. A little bit darker rusty brown. And I think I might blend it a bit with this a little bit more reddish brown. Like that. So I get a little bit more red in it, maybe both of them together. Color like that. And then I will go a bit more carefully maybe in with this one here. I will put it in both sides. I have to take the hair away from here. Okay, so this is now what it looks like after all that buffing kind of thing. I think I've been too like precise with my eye looks maybe. This is a really nice way to go around it. Make it really like smoked out and soft. Yeah, maybe I should go for something like this from now on. Not every time, but you know. It's really nice to do it also. It feels really fun to do something new. And it becomes, of course, very, like all over the place a bit, but very blended with each other. Anyways, I'm trying a different approach here a bit, and it's fun. I'm taking again this really fluffy brush, and now I will go in with this color from here, which is a really pretty, like orangey golden color like that. But I will blend it with a really bright yellow like this. And then you get something like she was using, like on top of the lid all over. It becomes something like that. So I will try that. Blend those two together a bit and go all over the lid. Let's do it. So I'm going into the yellow one. And then the orange gold one. A little bit the other one. And let's see what kind of a color it gives. So I'm going a little bit all over the lid just like she did as well. It's of course warming it up even more. With a slight yellow sheen. I don't know, maybe I'm not putting so much, but it's blending it even more together, of course. It's very nice actually. Without putting this completely mustardy kind of color. I think something like this. I'm going to start with this one. A brown like that. And then a little bit of a darker brown. Like a little bit further out. Yeah. I really like her approach actually. This Brianna Fox approach. So I'm going to try and do also something more blended than I usually do. I don't think I use enough colors. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I will use this kind of a brush, a little bit smaller maybe than before. So this first brown is a little bit lighter. And again, just from here. A little bit in here also, but maybe I don't need to overdo it then. So now I'm taking this darkest color from here. Not darkest, but the darkest one I want to use, and maybe a little bit black. She used also black, but let's see. And this one even in a smaller area here. A little bit I have to tilt up like that, I think. Now I will take again this one, this brown here. So it gets a little bit of a medium kind of thing going here, so I can blend those two together here. I really love this kind of way of doing it. Why I didn't do it before like this? I did use a little bit black as well. And I will do, she did a big black liner and false lashes and those kind of things, but I'm not going to do that. I will just use, not that one, an angled brush and use, I will just take this black that's here and do a little black line. Not something big. I also really love those colors. I don't want it too, you know, black. Okay, so I will definitely take the first one, this one here, the pink one, and use it a little bit in here where I think there's nothing yet, and it looks a bit nothingy to me, and I really like some sheen and shimmer in every look that I do somewhere. Yeah, it's not light at all actually. Look at that. But it goes nicely, so let's just put it here. I don't think she put anything, she has everything matte, but it looks really good too. I just really like something a little bit with sheen and shimmer. So that one here, and then something in the inner corner. And of course, I didn't get to the under eye yet because she really smoked out the under eye area as well, and I want to do it too because I want to do the same. Yeah, but if already I do until now pretty similar, I will do, you know, the rest as well. Except for the big black, you know, liner. That would just not suit my eyes anymore at all whatsoever. So, you know, you have to just look at something and take from it what you can and what you want to take from it. That's just it. There's nothing in here that I want to use in the inner corner, so I will wait for that, like until I'm finished with the under eye. Okay, I did my brows meanwhile while I watched the end of her video. And under the eyes, I will just mix these two together, I think, to begin with. I will use just a smaller, this brush, to start with at least, because, yeah, don't know how much I can go out with this color. Let's see how strong it is. Under the eye. Anyway, here I have to take it out like that a bit. It looks pretty much like the mix she made also over there. And I had to blend it, of course. Okay, this is looking very harsh and sharp right now. That's definitely not the way she did it. So I will first use, I think, a dark brown in the waterline and, you know, tight line with, and then I will come back and buff it out a bit. Okay, so I used this Smashbox brown in the waterline and tight line, and now I will just take, I think, was it this brush? I'll just smudge with this small brush, even if it does have something on it from, where was it? Ah, was it this one? Okay, there's nothing on it now. I don't think so. Just smudge it in there a bit, all this together. Okay, so now to the other colors. She put like loads of colors under the eye. But this is fun, eh? So this one that I used in the beginning up here, I will take it also under the eye with a really small tone brush like that. Like on top of it, so it won't get, otherwise I'm getting everything like on my cheeks, I think. There might be a slight chance of that. Can you tell how much I enjoy this? Just under. Actually, it's on top of it. to make it a bit warmer. And then again to use the mix, the yellow mix. So I will do the mix because she was using just one color, but I'm using the mix since I don't have that color. I'm telling you, these eyeshadows are really soft. Look at that. I should be a bit more careful when I just dip it in there, you know, and you know, a little bit too much. That's too much on the brush too, I think. So just a tiny bit of that. That's almost too much already. Those are really pigmented. And then I will take the first color we used. Those are actually kind of soft too. So then really soft, close to the other color. And then you have like all the colors that you use on top, you have them also under the eye. Okay, I still need some mascara under the eye, because with all this going there, it needs some more. And of course I have just mascara, I don't have loose, you know, false lashes or anything. So I'm adding a bit more because it doesn't really show that I have much lashes going here. I think it's a lot of eyeshadow, you know. Okay, so I think I definitely have to go to the skin now because, yeah, the eyes look like they done. Under eyes, I'm also using this Smashbox under eye, what is it called? Hydrating under eye primer. So I will use that one too. There's some caffeine in it and, you know, good things like that, to a little bit. And it has a nice luminous kind of thing going. Don't remember what else there is, but there's good stuff in this one. So it's not just for priming before you use a concealer. It's actually real. I should use a brush for this. That you get it all over the same, you know. It's actually, you know, also filled with like good ingredients for the under eye area. So not a bad product at all. And today I used on my skin actually because it felt really dry. I used first 50 SPF from Vichy, and then some of this as well, which is also from La Roche-Posay. And no, not paid to do this, and I didn't get any free. Sorry to say maybe, but yeah, that's the way it is. So this one is really nice for winter time. Again, for sensitive and dry skin. Okay, so for one, I used this Vichy Lift Active Flexita foundation. It's very luminous and, you know, as you can see, but it's not very covering. So I kind of, when I use this, I kind of have to go over here in these places and also here and around here and a little bit in the forehead and also here with this Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour concealer, which is very nice one. Very, very nice. And also blends with a lot of foundations, I find. Because sometimes I have a problem to put concealer on top of a foundation. It just kind of doesn't go together well. So this one, on the other hand, seemed to be pretty good. But now it's settling in my lines because I didn't set it yet. And of course I have to set it, you know. It's also too shiny. Far too shiny. It's like... And I know it's gonna just slide around if I don't set it. White powder a bit from Bourjois under eyes with just this one, I think. This is a really nice Smashbox brush, and no, it's not dirty. They actually come like this in this color. I have two of them, and this one is also like, it looks dirty even if it's not. So if you compare it to a white one, you know, it just has a kind of dirty color to begin with, which is kind of strange, but I really want to use this blush again from Clarins, number 9, like the golden pink. Okay, on the lips I used so far this Smashbox medium brown. Or does it say just medium? Nude medium. So far just this one. And I got far too pinky in my face. So I'm going over with one more thing, and that's this really light bronzer from Vichy. Like it's really, really nice and light like that. Like more of a golden beige than a bronzer in my opinion. So very user-friendly. I think I need something like that today. I'm just going in like that with the brush. Oh, because this got a little bit too pink here. Like it's just pink. I mean, I look really suntan now. Like it start to be. I don't know if this helps at all. What do you think? But the eyes are so strong that I was like, I need something, you know, around on the face. Okay, Smashbox Trio Highlighter Trio, the light one. And I'm taking, if I can open it. Ooh, those are really powdery. The lightest one, I'm just using the same brush that I used just now. So I want to put it right here. Brighten up here because this got too dark here. See, this is too dark all the way up here. That's not good for me. And I'm putting it like that. Today, usually I don't put here anything, but because I went overboard with the pink, and now I'm going a little bit overboard with this one to help up the matters, you know how it works. Okay, I think I have the perfect color for my lips. It's one of my favorites, Cognac from Smashbox Legendary Lipsticks, like that. Okay, so I thought I won't like this one, that it's too dark, but I think I like it anyways, because yeah. A bit dark, but never mind, the eyes are so dark too. I think especially on a video, if you use too light colors, like in real life it can look really nice, but then it gets washed up completely. It doesn't look like you have anything on. Okay, so the card was full, I had to go and empty it, and I just made myself another coffee. Again, in those mugs that I really enjoy. It's huge, first of all, and I love coffee, so yeah. On the other hand, I don't make them very strong, so, you know. And there's cinnamon on top, so if I have something going in my teeth, that's cinnamon. Okay, so I really enjoyed watching Brianna Fox videos. I watched so many of them, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. And I really love her approach to makeup, like to blend out, like, I'm not saying that this became like hers, but the approach she has is like to really use a lot of colors close to each other, what I've seen. Colors close to each other, and then to be able to really smoke it out and blend them together easily. Like, I don't know why I didn't think about that before. So I've been watching Brianna Fox already way back, but every time when I say next time I will try and do this kind of smoky eye the way she does it, because she's really good at blending and diffusing the colors, and she's using a lot of colors close to each other. And I never remember that when I come and do my makeup. And I really like the approach that she has, and she also has it like to go from here and not like this. Like usually I sit and I do like this, and now she's like doing from here instead. And then of course the color will first go down here and it won't go up there. You know, you blend like this and you go around like this. So hooray, Brianna Fox. Really enjoy her videos, and I'm sure you saw them already, but if you didn't, go check her out, because you have a lot you can learn from that lady. And even if she's younger, much younger than me, there's still a lot that I can learn. And she has like hooded eye videos, like most of them. I don't know if she has really hooded eyes, but she probably does have pretty hooded eyes, but younger ones. So of course it's different. I mean, I didn't have hooded eyes when I was young, but they get like that when you get older, if you don't do something about it, of course. I'm not talking about that. So anyways, a lot you can learn from her videos, that's for sure. I'm definitely gonna try and remember it from now on to make it smoked out, even if I use other like lighter colors maybe to make it less, like, because you do get it a little bit more, of course, diffused and all over when you do this kind of makeup. Like instead of making it really close to the eye, I'm probably going to do that still, but this is like a completely, here it's not blended enough. With all my talk about blending, it's not blending enough. But I didn't say that I'm a good blender, I said that she is. So let's just calm down Yeah. So anyways, I know I probably don't put enough time on blending. Yeah, I know. Because I'm also like, okay, you have to put if you're filming a video, you have to make sure that you have space enough and battery and all those kind of things. So I'm trying not to put too much time on it either, you know. Even if I do love filming and all this stuff. Is it a bit better? Happy with the eye look today. Because if you follow somebody that has really good advice and know what they're doing, you will get similar results. That's how it works, right? So, yes. Have a really good day. Thanks again for watching. If you watched my video doing after somebody else, just to show that that's the way we should do it here on YouTube. If you find somebody that has a really nice makeup, let's say, you like the way they put the makeup on. Even if you don't have the same eyes, you're older or whatever, try it out. Try what you like from there and see if it works on your shape of the eyes and the way you like your makeup. Because that's the way we learn new things, right? From each other. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy your colors and try new things, because I kind of got stuck again in a rut, you know, in my own way of doing things. And that doesn't always help. Yeah.